And put this on the PA system, not quite like the Victor Lane interview, but Cory, you've come out here to have a little bit of a conversation. Zach in front of us is going to put this on the YouTube channel. So I'm telling you, the first thing I'm thinking about is this is 4 in a row, 3 here at Path Valley, and I guess going back to Roaring Knob. So your last, I believe it's your last 4 races. You've had 4 wins, right?
Yep, 4 in a row. Hopefully we can keep it going.
And that is pretty incredible. I mean, obviously you go up to Roaring Knob, you know, first ever 270 race up at Roaring Knob. So that's a different experience. So you have to adapt to a track that you've never seen, but then you come here. Of course, you've got the laps and everything here, but man, that is quite a momentum builder. I mean, to just go 4 in a row. How long has it been since you've kind of went on a run like that?
This is the biggest one. The one's been 3, and that was 2018. What the real test will be next Friday at Trailways if it doesn't rain. If we can pull off the win there, it'd be 5 in a row, and that'd be at 3 different racetracks. So that'd be pretty special to do that. It's a good year so far, but it'd be nice to go to Trailways and win, and then we can kind of say that, you know, we won everywhere we raced so far.
Yeah, I'd be a 1/4 mile track, a 1/3 mile track. I think Roaring Knob somewhere in the neighborhood of a 3/8 mile track. I got to ask you here, we had this 2-hour rain delay, a lot of water on the track. Track looks pretty smooth. We were walking across it just now, just felt tacky. What was the track like for you?
It came in really good. You know, it was real snotty when we first went out to try to blow it off, and it's just our cars aren't meant to blow a track off, and they just sit on top and spin. So thanks to all the late model drivers that went out and blew it off for us, and I thought it was going to be snotty the first couple laps, but it came in within 3-4 laps. You know, I could put the car anywhere I wanted to, lap traffic, and it stuck. I mean, there wasn't no slippery mess out there.
Do these kind of nights, you have these rain delays, and like you said, you go out and you think you can run it in, then they try to bring the late models out, then you're back. I mean, does that kind of stuff just kind of, maybe not physically, but just mentally put you in like a weird state and then have to go out and try to race?
Especially when you start on the pole. it runs through your mind during the 2 hours. It's just an extra 2 hours to think of what could happen. Because you never want to start on the pole and go backwards, because that's the only place you can go. So starting on the pole is the worst. I mean, it's great in some cases, but it definitely gets your nerves fired up.
Well, Cory, great to see you here at Path Valley. We'll see you at Trailway on Friday and see if it's going to be 5 in a row. We appreciate you coming out here to Victor Lane, kind of have like a little conversation interview as we're going to put it on the YouTube channel. And we appreciate you and your family and the support y'all give Path Valley Speedway. And I want to give you the chance to thank these folks. We know about Eric Farner, a great guy, Farner's Racing Collectibles. So talk about him and the marketing partners you have here, Cory.
First, I just want to say that the whole family lost a good friend this week. He don't build my engines, but he did build our 305 engine when we ran 305s, and he was a real good friend of my dad's. Hours on the phone spent, just gone way too soon, and unfortunately, unexpectedly. But so this one's for him. Hopefully he's building engines upstairs.
And you're talking about Kurt Hershey.
Yep, I'm talking about Kurt.
Yeah, Kurt was a great guy. I actually met Kurt one time when I went down to his shop. And I think anybody that knows Kurt, if you went down to his shop, you're going to be prepared to be there a while. And I love to talk, and he loves to talk. We were there about 3 hours, but I was asking him back when I was promoting this speedway about some rules on the late models at the time. And he told me, he said, well, let me think some stuff over, run some stats, and I'll get back to you. And you know how people will say that, Cory, and then maybe you don't hear from them. But sure enough, 2 days later, he calls me back with the information that he had promised me, and then talked to me on the phone another 30, 45 minutes. And so that was the only time, the experience I had with him. And I was very impressed. He was just a great guy. And whether it was a 305 engine or whether it was a late model engine or whether it was a front of the field guy or the back of the field guy, I mean, Kurt treated everybody the same.
Yeah, he definitely was a talker. And no matter if you were a front runner or a back runner, he treated you all the same. And it's just a shame that the sport's got to lose a good guy. And, it sucks because there's a lot of other people that should be taken away, but they're the ones that stay, and you got to take the good ones. He will be forgotten, and just not in sprint cars. He's big in late models and modifieds and the whole 9 yards, and it's a shame.
Well, that he wasn't very old, and they say the good die young, and that's the case with Kurt Hershey, a great guy. Any final thoughts here tonight, Cory?
I just got to thank Farmers Racing Collectibles, the JVI Group, Elite Racing Imagery, RAFAP Shocks, Newlands Bar Service, CC Electrical. Many times that I won in a row, I should remember all this stuff. American Racer Tires, Myers Racing Products. I think that's about it.
All right, man. Well, it's good to have this conversation with you, and I sort of like when you and Hannah were at the radio show, and appreciate you doing that as well. But good to see you, and congratulations, and see you at Trailway Friday.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, that's it with Cory Myers here at Path Valley.